I got a wild hair and took my career out to California, and that's where I met JK.
One day I just said, "You want to go camping?"
32-degree tent camping.
Nearly froze, but I think that kind of sealed the deal for us to be a camping couple.
You started as a van camper, though. You had a van back in the 70s.
Yep, I was the original vanner. Kim still has a very high stress career in real estate now, and so this gives us a chance to pretty much load the dogs up, fill the refrigerator, and get out of Dodge for a while and kind of unwind. I'm JK, this is Kim. Let's go tour our van. Well, welcome to our kitchen and our pineapple princess. I built some very basic artsy crafty folk art sort of drawers that are functional, and they hold a ton of stuff and it gets it out of the way. So we're really happy with that. Down below, a couple of 5-gallon jerry cans, one for fresh water, the other for gray. We have a butane single burner that we take out of the drawer, put it up on here, and heat water for coffee, cook our dinners, things like that. We also have a 2-burner camp stove that we store in the back, so if we want to do something a little bit more elaborate outside at the camp, we can do that. Up here, I don't know if you can see, that's our condiments, and the important thing is where we put our coffee. This is a refrigerator that came with the van when we originally bought it. It's I think they call it a Whitener or a Whitener. It's a 1.48 cubic foot refrigerator. We bought a couple different containers to store everything in there to keep it more organized. The Adventure Wagon mule bags, and these are soft bags that hold a ton of stuff. They attach to the walls with the L-track system. So this front one here is our dry storage pantry for all our food items that are in here. Well, I'm sitting on a really nice bench with a custom made cushion, but actually under here is our porta potty.
Welcome to our bedroom and our dinette and our workspace. We've got a trio of activity back here. We've got the twin beds. We found that this is the best way for us to maneuver and get in on a bed. We have this with storage built underneath. This side we have gallon jugs of water just as a backup emergency in case we can't find any. Some different random items underneath my bed. Underneath this bed is our electrical system, and it was created by Sota Solar out of Minnesota. They put together a fantastic option for us to operate everything, including our 12-volt AC unit, along with our max air fan. We have all of that underneath here, takes up the majority of this under bed space. And then up above is our clothing storage. So this is my side, this is JK's storage. I've been playing with a bunch of different things of, using the packing cubes and things like that to kind of keep things separated and organized that way. Back here we have another little cube that has been our electrical cord storage, just our junk drawer of sorts. So that's kind of the way that works. And then of course our little decoration that combines our pineapple princess. We've got some pine garland and some pineapple lights. So just a real simple layout back here, and we really enjoy it. 2019 Ford Transit van, and we got it used from a guy who had bought it used. So we're 3rd generation owners. And it came converted already, and we bought it for around $73,000. We did some modifications to it for layout number 1. We're on now layout number 4, I think. We're losing track.
Costs of that, I don't know if we were brave enough to figure out how much all the materials were, but I did all the labor and all the building, so I'm thinking what?
If we talk about the battery upgrade, the electrical upgrade, the AC unit, that alone and the solar on top, I think all of that was around $10,000. And then whatever our building materials are, I'm guessing we've got close to 100,000 into it.
Being part-time van lifers, I think this is pretty much everything that we could ever need. This drawer unit here was original when we bought the van, and it was so nice that we just couldn't get rid of it, so I incorporated it back in here. If you have keen eyes and noticed what this black plasticky felt pad is, it's what's called a dry anti-mold material. A little space heater that's been saving us in these cold Arizona nights. This was a refrigerator slide that we modified to be our dirty clothes box, and our backup water here was 7 gallons in this bluey. Here we have a little propane bottle that helps fire up the stove and the oven, and we store our camp chairs in here. Pretty much all we store back here, except for some towels and occasional extra water. To transition into full-time van life, I don't know if we would need a whole lot more. A little bit of maneuvering back in one of these areas here to add some more storage, or putting like a outside cargo box, and then this could be maybe for extra clothing, the change of seasons kind of thing. But other than that, I think we could transition into full-time life pretty easily.
I think for anybody who is looking at van life or travel, it doesn't have to be an epic trip. We have spent the majority of our travel in our own backyard, within an hour or two from home, just to get away on a weekend, or sometimes even just for a night because you need your brain to give it a break. Sometimes we go way up north, 5-6 hours away. And then a few times a year, we take some big long road trips to see family or events or things like that we're attending that are 2-3 week long. You can do a lot in those 2 to 3 weeks and enjoy van life without being a full-time van lifer. I think it's one of those things that you feel shame in not being a full-time van lifer, that you don't live in there, but there is some security in having a home base for sure.
I feel that same way too. It's like we're at the tail end of a big long trip, and you kind of look forward to having a place where you can just park the van, you go inside, you have your own bed and bathroom and kitchen, and the dogs kind of get acclimated back to normal life. It does take a little bit though to transition between the two. I know when we go back home, we'll be going, let's just go out and sleep in the van,
Well, thanks for watching our van tour. We really appreciate you checking it out and listening to what we have to say about travel. You can check us out.
We have a YouTube channel, we have Facebook, Instagram, and we have a website, and it's all JK and Kim in the camper. Please come over to our YouTube channel and watch our videos. We have over 100 videos of our travels that show several of our rigs and the interiors, and we also did a series on the build, this latest build, that you can check out and see how we put our van together. Maybe it'll give you some inspiration to do it yourself. So it's JK and Kim in the camper. That's us. Thanks for following us along, and we'll see you down the trail or see you down the road.
See you in the woods.
Yeah.